Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be about a 30-minute slow flow Vinyasa practice, and you might want a couple of blocks and also a strap if you have a strap. And if you don't have a strap, you could use a belt or bathrobe tie or something like that, or you can just skip it. So gather your things and bring yourself into a comfortable space to begin your practice, whatever that feels like, looks like for you today. You can lie down, you can find a comfortable seat, you can bring yourself into child's pose. And take a moment to settle in, to arrive, to shed off your day. Forget about where you're coming from, where you may be going next. Just allow yourself to be present right now in this moment. Take this time for you and your practice as best you can. Put down any luggage, any mental, emotional baggage you might be carrying. Put down your to-do list. You can deal with all of that stuff later. This is your time right now. Let yourself go. Send your awareness through your body. Notice any holding or gripping or tightness or tension anywhere. And give those areas permission to relax, to release their grip for now. Give your brain permission to let go. You don't need to solve any problems right now, control anything, or figure anything out. You can just be. Just be here with yourself. I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate towards yourself as you move through your practice today, and to bring that intention out into the world with you and off your mat. Let your whole body relax, your feet, your legs, your hips and pelvis, your buttocks and belly. Relax through your back body, your front body. Relax the torso, the rib cage, the chest, collarbones, shoulders. Relax your arms, your hands and your fingers, your neck, your throat and your jaw. Relax your face, your eyes, your eyebrows. Relax cheekbones, relax your temples. Relax your forehead, your scalp, crown of your head. And the whole body relax. As best you can, let your mind relax. And begin to shift your focus to your breath. Now take a few clearing breaths here, in through your nose and sigh the breath out of your mouth. Another deep breath in through the nose, sigh it out of the mouth. And then one more breath like that, clear everything out. And let that go. Come back to your natural breath. Begin to invite movement into your body now. Wiggle fingers and toes. Roll out wrists and ankles. Yawn, sigh, wiggle, move. Now however your body feels like moving. You can keep your eyes closed or softly open your eyes. And if you are not on your back, find your way onto your back now and have your strap handy. We'll use it momentarily. Just come down onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock yourself from side to side. Bring yourself to center. Drop your feet down to the mat with your knees bent. Now grab your strap and take your strap, either the middle of the strap, or if you have a loop on your strap, you could put the loop around the ball of that right foot. And gently pull down on the strap with the hands and press up through that right heel. Could have a bigger little bend in the right leg. And just take a few deep breaths here. Sending your breath into the back of the right leg. You're going to soften through the hamstrings. You can keep the left knee bent or extend the leg down the mat. Now begin to bring the arms up overhead and gently pulling on the strap. So get a little higher up into the upper hamstring fibers here, but still taking it nice and easy. A few more nice deep breaths. Just melting any tension away from the back of the legs. And then walk your hands back up the strap towards the foot. Press that right heel up. Another deep breath as you gently pull down on your strap. And then bend the right knee. Remove your strap. You drop that right foot down to the mat. Switch over to the other side. Strap around the ball of that left foot. Strap or loop in your hands. Press up through that left heel. If you like, extend the right leg down the mat. Keep the hips level, so check in with that left hip. If it's hiking up, drop it down so it's in line with that right hip. And then you can reach the arms up overhead. And then bend that left knee, remove your strap, just keep it handy, you may want it later. Draw the knees in, take hands to the back of your thighs, send your feet up towards the ceiling, coming into a happy baby modification, knees bent, pull the thighs in towards the chest and stay here, or if it's available, reach hands up for the feet, outer edges, inner edges, shins, calves, heels, whatever you can grab. Stay at center or rock yourself gently side to side. And then bring yourself back to center. Now bring your hands to the shins. You can bring the feet in towards each other, take the knees wide. And now we'll begin to slowly tip over towards the right side and bring that right knee thigh over towards the floor. And as you do that, begin to extend the left leg up and bring your left hand to the back of the calf, or you could take it further down the leg towards the thigh, whatever is accessible. And then pull that left knee into the chest, rock yourself back to center, and slowly tip yourself over towards the left. Left thigh will come down towards the floor and begin to extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. You just grab that leg wherever you can. And then just rock this from side to side a few times. Nice and easy. So you tip that right leg over towards the right side, extend up through that left leg. Bend that left knee, come back into center, and then you tip yourself over to the left, extend that right leg up. Couple more times, your pace. And then bring yourself to center, send the legs up and the arms up. And then shake the arms and the legs. Draw your knees into the chest and find your way up into a seated position. You can rock and roll yourself back and forth a few times if that feels okay, and then roll it up when you're ready. Or you just find your way up. And let's take it over into table position here. Root down through your fingers. Rock the hips from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Spread the fingers. Hug the arms in. Lift up through your belly. Extend your right leg back behind you, hip level-ish. And stay here, or reach forward with your left arm. And then release the hand and the knee down. Extend that left leg back behind you and reach forward with your right arm. Release one more time to each side. Send that right leg back, left arm forward. Nice long spine. Release. Other side, left leg reaches back, right arm reaches forward. And then release. Send the right leg back, hip level-ish. This time bend that right knee. Draw it in towards nose, chest, forehead. Round up through the back. Step or carry that right foot up to the top of the mat. We'll take it into a low lunge. Press down into that right foot. Lift yourself up. Reach the arms all the way up. Lift up through your belly. Maybe allow the hips to lower down a little bit. And then hands down to the mat. Step yourself back into table. Send that left leg back. Bend that left knee. Draw it in towards the chest. Round up through the back. Step or carry left foot up to the top of your mat. Press into that foot. Lift up. Zip up through the belly. Reach up through the heart. Lift up through the arms. Maybe you allow the hips to drop down a little bit. Find some opening through the front of that right thigh, right hip. And then hands down to the mat. Step it back into your table. Grab your blocks. Have them handy next to you in case you want them. Let's extend the right leg back again. Bend that knee. Round in through the back. Step or carry that right foot up. We'll take it back into a low lunge. Press into the right foot. Lift up through the heart. Reach up through the arms. Lower the hips down, and now take your hands to the mat or to your blocks. Tuck your back toes under. Slowly begin to glide the hips back, coming into a half Hanuman. Press down into your fingers or into your blocks. Lift up through your heart. Press down into that right heel. Pull the right toes back towards you. You can have a big or little bend in this right knee. And then we'll walk it forward. You can take the blocks forward with you. Untuck your back toes. Reach the arms up. Hands come down to the mat. Step it back into your table. Now extend that left leg back. And that left knee round in. Step that foot up top of your mat. We'll take it up into our low lunge. Reach the arms up. And then hands to the mat or to the blocks. Tuck your back toes under. Walk the hands back. Maybe the blocks come back with you. Roll up onto the left heel. Pull the left toes back towards you. And then we'll walk it forward again. Untuck the back toes. Lift the heart up. Hands to the mat. Step it back. One more time. Each side. Right leg back. Round in. Step, carry that right foot up, top of your mat. Find your low lunge. We'll take it back into our half Hanuman. Hands to mat or blocks. Tuck the back toes. Pull the hips back. Lift up the heart. And now we'll bring it forward. Take your hands forward. Root down into that right foot. And we'll begin to lift up the back knee. Slowly take the weight forward into that right foot. Lift that left leg up and back behind you and bring your nose down towards your right knee, coming into standing splits. And then slowly you step that left foot back down to the mat, lower the knee down, come back up into your low lunge. Hands to the mat, step it back into your table. Left leg back. Bend that left knee, round in, step that foot up, bring it up into low lunge. And then hands down to the mat or your blocks, tuck your back toes, roll it back, lift the heart up. And we take it forward, step into that left foot, hands come forward, lift up that right knee, and then slowly weight into that left foot as you lift that right leg up and back behind you. Hips squaring down towards the mat, right hip squaring down. And then slowly right foot steps back to the mat, lower that back knee down, bring it back up into your low lunge. Hands down to the mat, move your blocks out of the way for now. Let's take it into downward dog. Spread the fingers, root down into your finger pads, tuck your toes, glide the hips up and back. Downward dog, you find whatever movement you like here. Feel into your body. What is it calling for now? Rock it, pounce it, pedal it. And then bend your knees, crouch yourself down, tiger dog. Glide your hips up, down dog. Bend the knees, crouch down, glide the hips up to downward dog. Again, bend the knees, crouch down. This time as you send your hips up, send your right leg up for a three-legged dog. Now bend the right knee. We'll bring it forward in towards the chest. As you shift yourself forward, shoulders come forward of the wrists, press into the hands, hug that knee into the chest, and then glide it back. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Release the foot down. Bend the knees and crouch it down. Now sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, take it forward. Core plank, and then left leg up and back again. Three-legged dog, and release the foot down. Find your way up to the top of the mat. Bring it into ragdoll, forward fold. Shake the head, rock the hips, swing the arms. And then bring yourself to center, hands to your hips, press into your feet, lift all the way up to stand, palms together at your heart. Reach the arms up, fold yourself in. Halfway lift to your flat back. Plant your hands down to the mat and step yourself back to plank. Drop the knees down. Lower down, pubic bone, belly, torso, all the way down to the mat. Hug the elbows in, root into your fingers and toes, lift up your heart, baby cobra. Lower back down, tuck your toes, root into your fingers and send the hips up to downward dog. Step or hop it up, top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway up, flat back. Fold it in. Press into your feet, come all the way up, palms together overhead, hands back to your heart. Reach up, fold it in. Halfway lift, plant your hands and step yourself back to plank. Lower the knees, lower it all the way down, pubic bone, belly, torso. Lift your heart up, baby cobra. Stay here or press into your hands. Lift your heart a little bit higher for your full cobra. and release back down. Tuck toes, press it up and back, downward dog. Step or hop it up, top of the mat. Fold in. Halfway lift. Fold it back in, press into your feet, rise up, palms together overhead, hands back to heart. Reach up, fold it in. Halfway lift, Arda Uttanasana. Plant the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. You either lower down to the belly, move it through your cobra, or if you like, move it into chaturanga, dandasana, low push-up pose, and then into upward dog. Roll forward on your toes for your chaturanga. Bend the elbows, lower yourself down about halfway-ish. Shoulders stand above the level of the elbows. Come on to tops of the feet, thighs lifted, root into the finger pads. Pull the heart forward, up dog. We'll all meet back in downward dog. Step or hop it up, top of the mat. Ragdoll, fold in. Halfway lift to your flat back. Fold in. Press into the earth. Come all the way up, palms overhead. And back to heart. Reach up. Fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant hands, step back to plank, and move through your vinyasa, whatever variation feels right for you today. We'll all meet in downward dog. From your downward dog, bend the knees, crouch down. Send your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, take it forward. Step the right foot through. Drop that left heel to the mat. Hug the right hip back. Press into the feet, lift up. Bend that right knee. We'll open it up for warrior one. And then hands come down to the mat. Step yourself back into plank. Move through your vinyasa. Meeting back in downward dog. Crouch down. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend that knee. Bring it forward into your core plank. Step that left foot through. Drop the right heel to the mat. Hug the left hip back. Press into your feet. Lift up. Bend that left knee. Reach the arms up. Warrior one. Hands back to your mat. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop it up, top of your mat, ragdoll. Halfway lift to that flat back, fold it in. Root into the feet, rise all the way up, palms together, back down to the heart. Reach up, fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, crouch it down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, bring it into your chest for core plank. Then step that left foot through. Drop that right heel again. Press into the feet, lift up. Back into your warrior one. Now we'll take the weight forward into that front leg. Begin to step it forward. Lift up that back foot, but just a little bit. Open the arms out to the side and keep the heart lifted. Little baby warrior three. Step that right foot back to the mat. Arms reach back up. And then hands come back down to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. And then back to down dog. Crouch it down, right leg up, bend the right knee, shift it forward, core plank, step that right foot through, drop that left heel, lift up, warrior one as you bend that front knee. Take the weight forward into that right foot, lift up that back foot, take the arms wide, lift up through your heart. And then slowly step that left foot back to the mat, back into your warrior one. Sink into that front knee. Hands back to the mat, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop up top of your mat, fold back in. Halfway lift. Fold it in, press into the feet, rise up, palms together, hands to heart. We'll add on a warrior three here. So you might want blocks. Grab your blocks if you like them for your warrior three. Let's reach the arms up. Fold it in. Halfway up to your flat back. Plant your hands, step it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Crouch it into your tiger dog. Sweep that right leg up, three-legged dog. And that knee, shift it forward, core plank. Step the right foot through. Drop that left heel. Press into your feet. Square the hips up towards the top of that mat. Arms lift. And now, if you like your blocks, reach your hands forward to your blocks. Take the weight forward into that right leg. Begin to lift up from the belly. Send that left leg up and back. Left hip squaring down towards the mat. Hands on blocks or arms out in front of you, or out to the sides, or palms together at the heart. Or you can take hands to rest on your low back. And then slowly step it back. Bend that right knee, come back up into your warrior one. And then hands to the mat, step it back to plank, and move through your flow. From your downward dog, crouch it down. Left leg up, bend the knee, shift it forward into your plank, and step that foot through. Drop the right heel. Press into the earth, lift up, sink into that front knee. Warrior one, and then warrior three. Hands will come forward to your blocks if you like. Weight travels into that left foot. Lift up from the belly, send that right leg back. Turn the right toes down towards the mat. You can have a bigger little bend in your standing leg. Slowly step it back. Bend the front knee, come back up into your warrior one. Hands down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Meeting back in downward dog. Pedal it out. Drop your knees down to the mat. Come back to sit on your heels. And drop over to one hip and swing your legs around. Plant your feet down. Reach forward with your arms and slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Draw the knees into the chest. Again, rock yourself from side to side. And then bring yourself to center, hands to the back of the thighs. Bend the knees, send the feet up. Or reach hands up for your feet, happy baby. And then bring the feet together, grab a hold of the ankles or the shins, take the knees wide. Rock yourself over towards the right, and as you do, begin to extend that left leg up, hand to the back of that calf or thigh. Bend that left knee, bring yourself back into center, and then tip it over to the left. Extend that right leg up. And a few more times, you just rock yourself from side to side, just as we did in the beginning of the practice. And then bring yourself to center. Drop your feet down to the mat. And slowly find your way into Shavasana, final relaxation pose. You can grab any props that you like to support yourself or cover yourself up here. Arms wide, legs wide. Close your eyes. Relax. Let go of effort. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. When you feel ready, begin to slowly come back. Invite movement in, wiggle fingers, toes, roll at the wrists and the ankles. Yawn, sigh, wiggle. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, connect in. Notice how you feel now. Come back to your intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself. And thank yourself for showing up for your practice today. Just taking this time for you. Release your hands. Slowly roll yourself over to one side. And slowly press yourself back up. Into a seated position. Bring your palms together at your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. With love and gratitude, namaste.